Let's go. Bright lights, superstars, visitors are home teams, sports fans cheering loud. You can hear they souls scream in the Huddle Sports. That's the theme for the analysts, the realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Yo, ready, set, break, coming live to your plane. Let's go. In the Huddle.
Welcome to In the Huddle Sportscast, man. I'm your host, JD. E and Ed couldn't be with us today, but we got a very special guest today. My boy Tyrell Crawford, man. How you doing?
I'm beyond blessed, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing good, man. Hey, listen, man, let me tell y'all a little bit about Tyrell. Tyrell, first of all, you went to the Fort Valley State University.
Yes, sir.
Went to Georgia State University.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, listen. My boy was a staff writer at the Tyler Perry Studios, sports coordinator of the world's largest sports production company, Game Changing Films, the CEO of Ty Films, performed stunts, and was an actor on 15 to 20, y'all not hearing me, 15 to 20 films, man.
Somewhere in there.
And also, my boy is a big follower of guess who? G.O.D.
That's Pops, man. He made it all possible, bro.
Won't he do it?
Hey, won't he will?
Hey, let me tell you this, though. Are you ready to get on the tennis court?
Oh, bro. The summertime coming up, man, and I don't wanna put you in a position, you know, like where you can injure something and have to possibly be out for a minute, man. So I'm gonna take it easy on, because I've been watching Rafa, bro. Like,
You been doing it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Myself.
Give me 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks, and we're gonna have this conversation again, my boy. We're gonna have this conversation again. But while we here today, y'all, you and your team got a new project out, man, coming out. 22.
Man, when something's in your heart, when it's really there, you gotta chase it. I mean, I love keeping this neighborhood safe. You know that. We've been doing it for a long time, but what I wanna do, what I really wanna do, is fight for this country.
I get it. You're not at war no more, though, bro. You're not at war no more.
I was over there. You didn't see what I saw. You have no idea. Stop saying you do.
Airborne Ranger.
I will be back before you know it.
Back at home, his wife waits.
And after that,
unaware
I'm all
that
yours.
her ranger
I'm not
has
going
finally met his fate. And on all his crying as she tucks him into bed. Although
22 is the film.
22.
Why 22?
22 because an average of 22 veterans commit suicide each day.
That's a hell of a statistic, man.
Yeah.
22
a
day.
day.
Like what exactly does that say about the nation, man, that it has to be a whole lot of people going neglected.
Yeah.
Like why? Like where do you feel the problems are coming from?
I think the problem that we can solve is the neighbor problem. Jesus told a parable about who your neighbor is, who your real neighbor is. And I feel like that's the problem with us now, because your neighbor is the person that takes care of you when they see that you have a problem, when they see that something's wrong. Like, they talk to you, they listen to you, they let you get it out. The problem is we don't help each other anymore. Like, there's no community, there's no foundation. It's like a football team with no veteran leadership.
Right. You're right.
So we most of us are out here figuring it out by ourselves, and it's up to us to, because nobody taught us this. Nobody gave us this information. So it's up to us to give it to the next generation, or nobody will know.
Right.
Nobody will talk, and people will continue to, that number could possibly increase, and our mission is to just take it down. Like if we can get it down one number to 21.
And when you say neighbor, do you mean just the regular person, or do you mean even employees of the government? What exactly do you mean by neighbor? Basically, in totality, everybody.
I tell you how big, how my big bro, Jesus explained it, bro. He said, I'll explain it in modern day terminology for my people who are not Bible scholars, because there's some confusing language in there. But Jesus told a story. So in 2022, this is what the story would look like.
Okay.
A dude is leaving the club, gets jumped by some dudes that was waiting on him to come out the club, beat him to within an inch of his life. Mm-hmm. The club manager came out of the club and saw the dude beat to within an inch of his life, and he was like, "Man, I gotta go home. I've been waiting to get off.
Right.
Somebody else will take care of him." And then a pastor comes out, and he's like, "Oh man, I got an obligation. I gotta go knock out. I'm sure somebody gonna take care of him. God bless you, brother."
All right.
And then a government official comes out. He's like, "Yo, somebody, hey, it's a guy over here who needs some help.
All right.
Can y'all come help him?" All right, I gotta get on up out of here. And then David from Candler Road come out there, and he's like, "Oh man, what? Let me help Buddy up. Let me take him to Grady because he needs some help. Here he is. Let me pay the nurse. I'm gonna give you some extra money, to put him in a hotel or something for a few days once he heals up. And if he needs anything, this is my contact information. Y'all call me, and I help to make sure that he's okay." And Jesus asked which person is his neighbor.
That's deep, brother.
The dude that helped him.
That you're right. You're right. So basically, it's a lot of this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I feel as though, like you said, just as people, no matter who you are, we can help the next man. But I feel like America is very robotic. Numbers, money. I think that's what we kind of base everything on here. Mm-hmm. And even when it comes down to just VA help, backlogs and things of that sort, helping the veterans, it's like it's robotic. Like you can call anywhere, any customer service, they got a script, and when it don't, when it's go away from the script, we can't really help you. Yeah. Just email somebody and we'll get back to you in a couple of weeks or a month. And I just feel everything when it comes to, these are real people. These are real people. This is not a T-Mobile bill or any. These are real people that we're just, just leaving at the wayside. Yeah. So it's so many things that could be done to fix the issue, man. It's just so many things, man. And I just think when you do a position long enough, you tend to dehumanize. Yeah. Like I wonder in our positions like that. How do people feel? Even teachers, like when you come to school every day, I'm teaching a student, but do you eventually have a little less care and it's more so a scheduled programming of what you're doing? Yeah. And basically, man, I looked up a statistic as well, and it said more veterans have committed suicide since 9/11. Since 9/11. Than casualties of war. Just people dying in war. More people have came home and died. So it's like, it's just a glaring, and I just wonder, like, are we seeing this or like, oh, we not? And I just feel as though, like you said, man, let's humanize each other, and that would, to me, it would fix a lot of things, man. Because, like, how do you feel about just different things as far as PTSD when the soldiers come back? Do you find that a lot of them suffer from PTSD? or is it money, or is it just, you know, family?
I think it goes back to what you just said. It's the system that's broken. It's a system that has to be addressed in each area. Not, you know, like we are raising awareness for the veterans who come home and don't get the help that they need and ultimately take their lives. We're speaking up for them, but it's also people from the hood who deal with PTSD. You know, it's people who played in a sport their whole lives and everything has been set up for them. They've been robotic and they have a schedule, a system, and when that's taken away, you got to figure out how to maneuver in this new world. For people who've been on jobs forever, you know, working in a certain place and they leave, they get taken away from that situation. People losing somebody, whether it's a relationship, losing them in life,
Right.
All of that stuff leaves people in areas sometime where they just need attention in that area, and addressing that is the problem. It's it should be a system for whatever function it is. A lot of people, especially us, as African American men, Black men, Moorish men, whatever our true name is, but a lot of us don't seek help. We're too masculine to go out and ask for help and put ourselves in a position where we look weak.
Right. And I noticed that, like, in our community, it's frowned upon. And we talked about that on a previous show. It's kind of frowned upon for us to actually seek help. And I tell people today, like, seek counseling if you're happy. Like, we don't have to wait till something is going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's too much going on for you to even think about it. Like, how about we sit down and talk to people when we happy?
Yeah.
You know, when we feeling just okay today. You know, sometimes when things get a little too hard on us, it's hard to think clearly at that time. But if you already build up a program, a routine, then you still you getting the help that you need all the time.
Yes, sir.
Pray
while you're happy.
I personally, you know, have somebody close to me. He's passed now, rest in peace. But he served in Desert Storm, and he came back and he suffered from PTSD, and he felt as he wasn't getting the help that he needed from the VA or sometimes from the people he loved or whatever it may be. So I literally know what you're talking about, and it kind of hit deep with me because it's like you don't know what people are going through. Even if they tell you, you can empathize, but you truly don't know what they're going through. So, man, you know, I cannot wait to see 22. I cannot wait. But let me ask you this. It had to be some kind of difficulty making the movie, maybe getting the cast of the movie, maybe the timing, maybe the pandemic. Like, did you run into any issues making 22?
You always run into issues with filmmaking, man. It's a crazy process, and you got actors who, because this is a very low budget short film, and the actor got to travel them in from out of state. You got to make sure they have somewhere to stay, somewhere to eat. They got to eat the whole day.
Yeah, I learned something from you a couple years ago. You said a 10 or 15, 20-minute movie can cost as much as 50 to 100,000. I said, okay, so I'm going to work tomorrow. That's
it can cost 10 to 15 million for a $5 to $10 million project.
So, man, yeah, I just know that, hey, traveling people from different states, that's crazy. And then especially during the pandemic.
Yeah. It was a family thing though, man. Everybody was on board with the purpose of the movie. And we were able to get them in. We made sure everybody got paid. Like they didn't get Hollywood, you know. rates, but everybody got paid. Everybody ate. Everybody had a really good time. The uniforms, you know, it was me and my business partner Mike, the director behind the camera. We had a lot of problems, like finding uniforms, making sure that everything fit, equipment, making sure everything matched reality. Our incredible our makeup artist Linga, she killed it. Like it's we can insert a clip right here now of some incredible work she did on the movie, making sure everything appeared as it would in reality, from gunshot wounds to domestic violence situations to scratches to makeup as the character like lost sleep and changed over days. It was crazy how, you know, just watching her work, and it was cool to see. And that's another thing. Like I can't wait for it to, you know, come out for the people that are in it, because everybody cared so much about it. We all had a good time on set. Everybody gave everything they had for it. The main character, Colin Taylor, my boy CT, playing the character JJ, who was the main character, who went from being a police officer to serving for the country to coming back home. Colin had to change into a lot of different characters in a small amount of time, because it's a short film.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to capture the whole story in this very small amount of time. And he had to go a lot of different places, and it's tough as an actor, as a human,
right?
You know, to go all of those places. So I commend him. We shot for 7 days? I think it was 7 days. 7 days straight. We went 5, I think, took 2 off and came back and shot 2 more. And he went a lot of different places in that amount of time. His co-star Mike Allen, phenomenal actor. Like he just got it, you know. Just he's gonna once he's discovered and pursues acting full time, he'll be a superstar actor. Same with Natalie Rojas, Colin as well. They're all really good at what they do, and I don't like to work with people who aren't like blessed. And I say that by, like, what I mean is if God ain't rocking with you, I'm really not gonna rock with you, because I'm following him. And when you see situations with people where they continue to bring the level of productions down,
Right.
They hinder the process rather than move it along. As we grow older, you know, we realize working with people who have the same morals, same beliefs, and even if they don't have the same beliefs, they're open-minded enough to be able to see the vision and keep going. But people who I've seen people on set who is not about the film.
It's about them.
It's about them.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the movie. And I value my time, because it's our biggest, you know, it's our most valuable gift from God. And I don't like people wasting it. So I work with people that I feel like not gonna waste my time, and it's gonna do a great job. And they killed it.
So let me ask you this. I understand the difficulties you may have faced with travel, etc. What are some of your favorite moments or favorite parts of the film?
Oh man, so much, man. The main reason we were able to make the movie was because of the the cinematographer and co-director Mike Anthony, like, because the level of cinematography that he brings to film for the budget that we had changes the way the product looks.
Right.
And then with his skill set in special effects, color grading, color correcting, I'm decent. I'm nowhere near. Like, I learned from him,
Right.
in a lot of these situations, and having him, his level of his skill set as a director, as a cinematographer, post-production as well, in a whole lot of different ways. And my skill set as a writer, and us being able to create a story, like he was the person that could take it off of the paper for me and enhance it once he takes it off the paper. And the actors, when they would see a scene, when we would finish shooting a scene, like, and we, wrecked the room, decorated everything, it's looking crazy, and then they see something that he was saying do, and they may not have understood why. Then they see the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh my goodness.
It's like a special kind of creativity for some of these film stuff, man. There's some very talented people that's doing it.
It's fun, man. It's fun. And also special thanks to Jesse Matson, who came in and gave us some creative direction. He's like a Quentin Tarantino type filmmaker, and his mind works in different ways. So we wanted to have him on set to show us different ways, because my mind works one way, Mike's mind works one way. Jesse has a totally different thought process than anything that me and Mike are thinking, because he's just a different human altogether, ridiculously creative and super passionate. Having that whole creative cloud, if you will, and the story coming together the way it did, and everybody having a good time, that's the stuff that I remember the most. And my wife cooking dinner for everybody in the cast. and using our house, us invading her space.
Yeah, Lainey can throw down.
Oh man, she went in.
Lastly, man, when does 22 come out? Tell the people, what do you want them to take from the film and how you can be reached?
22 comes out on February 22nd of 2022.
Whoa, freeze. It comes out 2/22, 2022.
2022.
You got to see this film. That's significant. That's significant, man. What you want them to get from the film?
Main thing I would love for people to take away from the film is just having a conversation with people. No matter who the person is. If it's a person and in your heart you feel like this person may need your attention or they may need your time, then you give it to them, because just those conversations can change a person's thought process, about people altogether. You could be the last person in a train of people that they've tried to talk to, and I never want to know what it feels like for to lose somebody when we could have.
You could have, yeah.
It's a tough feeling, and I lost a lot of people early in life, and I learned that hurt early on, and it taught me how to deal with it later. But you never want people to have to go through it,
right?
Once you felt it, and And if you could save somebody's family, like that's what you can do. You know, when you talk to somebody and help them, you saving their families.
Right.
You know, like, and they can have more children, you know, and save more people because you know how hurt people, saved people save people.
Right.
And you can continue to reduce the number rather than not care. And so we all busy.
Right.
We all got a whole lot of stuff to do, but if you don't help people while you're here, you missed the train.
Right.
You missed the message. You wasted your time if you're not helping. And for this film, we want everybody to go watch it. We want everybody to enjoy it. We have fun making it. It'll be on Vimeo.
Okay, I was just about to ask, how can they watch it?
Yep, it'll be available on Vimeo under Ty Films, and we'll have it on the Instagram page. It's at 22 Short Film on IG, and my IG is Tyrell 215 2004. Still haven't changed it. You know, I'm gonna just rock with it.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, it's been the same for a while. But
yeah, please follow In the City Productions, our production company. Mike Anthony's the CEO of it and does incredible works, graphics, everything. We are building production companies and want to continue to give young filmmakers a chance to go out and do their own thing. We got D over here, young Alabama football player and graduate, incredible cinematographer, can edit, do everything, just super smart young man, and like giving people like him more opportunities to go out and direct. Like we not label whores. we don't care about positions. Like if the film calls for me to be a producer, I'm gonna produce with everything I got. If it calls for me to be a writer, I'm gonna write with everything I got.
Right.
If it's director, if it's travel coordinator, if it's production assistant, you know, like on the way up.
And do you find that more people have success that's more open minded like that?
Yeah. Cause it's the in the country they say if you got two ears and one mouth for a reason.
Right.
You know, a lot of people you can't teach anything. So when you are uncoachable or unteachable, you tend to fall to the wayside. Like you can learn something from a 2 or 3 year old kid that you never knew.
Right.
In your whole entire life. So yeah, being more open-minded allows you to navigate the different areas, because if you don't believe that you can go to another area, then you block that off and you don't go to that other area.
Right. Well, Ty, man, I want to thank you for coming on In the Huddle, man. Blessing us today, man. Blessing us today, man. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all, man.
But first, man, we just want you, normally, man, when we have new guests, we would like for you to sign the wall.
Okay, man, I'm going to sign the wall, but I want to give you something too, man.
No. What you got?
Man.
What you got? 22. Guess what I'm gonna wear?
How far would you go to be a hero?
How far would you go to be a hero?
And if you turn it around on the back, it's every day, at least 22 make a life-changing decision. Just spread the word, talk to people.
Awareness.
Love on people.
I'm gonna make sure I wear this, man, especially on 2/22. 2022. I appreciate it, man. Can't wait till your next visit, man. Again, go see it. 22 on 2/22/2022. And we out.
You can hear they soul scream in the Huddle Sports. That's the theme for the analysts. The realest in the game. All truths with no counterfeits. Super E, Zone 3, Ed in the goo. Ready, set, break. Coming live to your plane. Let's go.